Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Bobby if you haven't been here before. And today we're going to be doing yoga for cyclists, Virgo flow. So yeah, I don't know if you usually use props or whatnot, but if you do, grab 2 blocks if you have them. If you don't, you could use 2 blocks or 2 books that are pretty big, like the size of yoga blocks, or like a couple pillows, a couple blankets, something that you can use to like give you height or make the floor closer to you. If you also have sensitive knees, I would recommend having a blanket nearby for padding, or you can also fold over your mat so it's a little thicker. Yeah, so let's get started. We're going to get started just seated. So in a comfortable, if you can get into a cross-legged seat, sit up nice and tall. So if you're having a hard time sitting up tall here, you can place a block or blanket or pillows or bolster underneath the sit bones, and that'll help relax the hips downward a little bit and help you sit up a little taller. Let the eyes close. Let the face relax. And bring the hands down on top of the thighs, your knees facing downwards, palms. Begin to deepen the breath right away. Allowing your exhales to exhale out anything that happened before you came to your mat and anything that might happen after. So let everything go, allowing yourself to be completely present on your mat in this moment. Deep inhales and exhales through the nose. Maybe even adding on Ujjayi breath if you have that in your practice, by constricting the back of the throat, making the ha sound with the lips closed. Feel the sit bones and legs connected to the earth. And then also feel the parts of the body that aren't connected to the earth. Notice how the air feels. And hear the sounds around you without reaching for them. Take a few more deep breaths here. And like I said, today's class is Virgo themed. So a little bit about that sign is the symbol for it is the Virgin or Maiden. The planet associated with it is Mercury, also known as the planet of communication. The element associated with this sign is Earth, so we're doing a lot of grounding poses. The quality, there's 3 qualities in the zodiac: mutable, fixed, and cardinal. Virgo is a mutable sign, and they come at the end of every season. They help prepare everyone for the changing of seasons or just changes in general. And they're also the adapters of the zodiac. So really good at adapting to new situations and changing. Colors associated with this sign are navy blue, green, tan, or warm yellow, really earthy tones. And the body parts associated with this sign are the digestive system and stomach. So you're doing a lot of core work, a lot of twists, really cleansing everything out, because this sign is also a really cleansing sign and focused on health. The mantra for today is I analyze. And some key words that you might think of when you think of Virgos are meticulous, discerning, service-oriented, health, helpfulness, order, organization, resourcefulness, hardworking, dedicated, practical, and innocent. Virgo season is a time to reorganize and make a list of things you need to do in order to reach your goals. Then it is time to begin to put in the work that it takes to reach those goals. It's also a time to focus on your health and well-being, as well as your friends and families. If any of your friends or loved ones need help, find ways to help them, but make sure you're taking care of yourself as well. Take a few more deep breaths here. Rising up through the heart, rooting down through the sit bones, through the root chakra. And then when you're ready, begin to blink the eyes open. And we'll start by doing some neck stretches. So take the right ear towards the right shoulder. You can stay right here, or maybe start to bring the right hand to the right side of the head to gently press down on the head. And maybe take it a little deeper, reach the left fingertips out and down to the left. Murderface is playing with her ball outside. And then from here, release the hand, roll the neck down through center all the way over to the left side. Left ear towards left shoulder. Keep the shoulders rolling downward. And to deepen the stretch, you can bring the left hand to the left side of the head. Either stay here to deepen it more, reach the left fingertips down and out to the left. Breathe into the right side of the neck. Exhale, roll the head down to center, stretching out the back of the neck. You can stay right here. Maybe bring the hands to interlace at the nape of the neck, gently pulling downwards to deepen the stretch. Send the breath into the back of the neck. And then release the hands if you have them interlaced behind the head. Slowly and gently tilt the head backward, stretching out the front of the neck, the throat. You can close the lips to deepen the stretch. Try not to crunch too much in the back of the neck. And then from here, we're going to do slow circles in one direction. Inhaling when you're back at the top and exhaling as you lower the head. Do one more in this direction. And then once you get to the top, switch directions. Exhale, going down. And inhale to tilt the head back. And then bring the head back to center. Bring the hands to the knees if they're not there already. Inhale, lift the heart, roll the shoulder blades down the back, lift the gaze. Exhale, round the spine, really pull the belly in. Inhale, extend, finding your seated cow pose. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, lift the heart, roll the shoulder blades down the back. Exhale, round the spine. One last time, inhale, reach the heart up. And exhale, reach the heart back. Pull the belly in. Inhale to come to a neutral spine. And then as you exhale, start to fold over the legs, reaching the forehead towards the earth, but also reaching the sit bones down and back. Breathe into the left outer leg, the left butt cheek, the left thigh. And on your next inhale, walk the hands back in towards the center line, and then switch the cross of your legs. So take probably the more awkward feeling one in front, except for me, this is usually my good side, but it's actually a lot harder now. Okay. Inhale to sit up tall, and then exhale, fold once more. Send the breath into the right outer thigh, the right hip. And then inhale, walk the hands back in. And then reach the arms up on your next inhale. As you exhale, bring the right hand down, left arm overhead, side bend to the right. Spin the heart open and breathe into the left side body. Inhale through center, both arms reach up. Exhale, left arm down, right arm overhead. Spin the heart open, breathe into the right side body. Inhale through center, both arms reach up. Exhale, twist to the right, right hand falls behind you, left hand comes to the outer right knee. Gaze can either be straight out to the right or back over the right shoulder. Breathe deep into the belly. Inhale, reach the arms up and overhead. And exhale, twist to the left. Left hand comes behind you. Right hand to the left outer thigh. Gaze either out to the left or over the left shoulder behind you. Breathe into the belly to help wring out those internal organs. And then inhale, come back through center, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. And then from here, sorry, I forgot. Oh yeah, bring the hands to the knees. And then we're gonna start twisting in circles, kind of doing cat-cow as you go around. So pull back, pull the belly in, and as you lean forward, reach the heart out. Exhale to pull the belly in and reach the heart back. We do about 2 more. And then switch directions. Inhale, reach the heart forward. Exhale, pull the belly in and heart back. Making nice big circles, even adding some shoulder movements. And then come to a neutral spine. From here, we're going to bring the right foot behind us. You're going to roll the calf out. And then lift the hips up to tuck the tailbone underneath and then lower them back down. And lean back. Coming into a nice little quad stretch here. Maybe even come down onto the forearms. My right foot is so sore and swollen that I can barely feel this in my quads, but my foot is killing. And then inhale to come back up and switch sides. So, I don't know if I can do this on this side. Yeah, I can't do that. Okay, so bend the left leg back. You can roll out the calf. I'll just move so Sunny can show you. And then lift the hips up slightly to tuck the tailbone underneath and then lower them back down. And then lean back, maybe coming onto the forearms. Keep reaching that tailbone underneath you to really feel the stretch in front of that thigh. Quad stretches are my favorite normally, and especially if you're a cyclist, they are the best, in my opinion. And I learned this one pretty recently, but I really like it. And then when you're ready, inhale to come back up, and then make your way to your plank pose. Bring hands right underneath the shoulders, and feet reach back behind you. You can lower the knees if you need to. Remember, you can always lower the knees, but otherwise, reach through the heels of the feet, and reach through the crown of the head forward. Lengthen the tailbone back. Try not to lift the hips up too high or let them sink down low. Really keep a nice long spine. And then from here, you're going to start to come down onto the forearms. So bring the right hand forearm down and then left. And then come back up. So right hand and then left hand. And then lower down, but this time left forearm, right forearm. Left hand, right hand. Right forearm, left forearm. Right hand, left hand. And keep moving with your own breath. You're trying to exhale as you lower down and inhale as you come back up. Trying as best you can to keep your hips as steady as possible. So really keep pulling everything in towards the center, the midline. Just a couple more here. And then the next time you come down onto the forearms, hold it in your forearm plank. Reach the heels back and the crown of the head forward. Lengthen the tailbone back. Pull everything in towards the midline. One more deep breath here. And then exhale, lower the hips down. Elbows are still underneath the shoulders. Press into the forearms to lift that heart up. Your gaze is forward, pressing into the tops of the feet, Sphinx pose. And you can stay right here or bend the right knee and reach back for your right foot with your right hand for a little bit of another quad stretch. Try to square the shoulders off to the top of the mat as best as possible. And you can stay down on the forearm or maybe start to press into the hand to lift the elbow up. Keep rolling the shoulder blades down the back. Lengthen the tailbone back and breathe. And then on your next exhale, carefully lower everything back down, and then we'll switch sides. So bend into the left knee, reach back with the left hand for the left foot. Try to square the shoulders off to the top of the mat as best you can. Lengthen the tailbone back. Maybe press into the right hand to lift up off that elbow. Deepen the back bend a little bit and the quad stretch. On your next exhale, carefully lower everything back down. And then lower the head to the earth. Bring the arms by the sides, but bring them out wide. So up onto the fingertips. With your elbows pointing upward. Yep, like that. On an inhale, lift the heart. As you exhale, dip the right or left shoulder down, look over the right. Inhale to come up through center, and exhale, switch. Inhale, center, exhale, switch. Inhale, center, exhale, switch. One last time on each side. Inhale, center, exhale, switch. Inhale, center, exhale, switch. Inhale, up, and then exhale, lower everything back down. From here, bring the arms by the low ribs. You can either move through child's pose to your downward facing dog or tuck the toes underneath. Squeeze everything in towards the midline. Inhale through plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Start to pedal the feet a little bit in your downward facing dog. Just walking it out a little bit, and then eventually find stillness for a moment. If you feel like your spine is rounding forward, you can bring a deep bend in the knees, so you find that nice length in the spine, that our main goal in this pose. And then from here, step the feet wide, about as wide as the mat, maybe a little less or more, whatever you feel like doing. And maybe walk the hands in a little closer to the feet. Sorry, back. Then from here, take the, I feel like I can't do this unless I'm doing it. Take the left hand and reach it back towards the right leg. So it can be anywhere on the leg, up on the thigh, or all the way down towards the foot. Really look underneath that right armpit and keep pressing into the right hand to find that length in the spine. And then on your next exhale, release the left hand back. And then on your next exhale, bring the right hand towards the left leg. Look underneath the left armpit and really breathe into the belly. Keep pressing into the left hand to lift the hips. Exhale, come back through center. And then from here, bend the knees, look forward, and step the feet all the way to the top of the mat. Bring the feet right underneath the hips and let the body hang over the legs. Maybe clasp opposite elbows. Make sure the head and neck are completely relaxed. Maybe even shake it a little bit, yes and no. And you don't have to have completely straight legs here. You can have as much of a bend in the knees as you need. Working towards straight, maybe finding a little movement. And then if you've clasped elbows, release the arms down to the earth. Bring a deep bend into the knees and slowly roll up one vertebra at a time. All the way up to stand, shoulder blades roll down the back, palms spin open, head comes up last, Tadasana, mountain pose. Sorry, I'm just gonna adjust this a little bit because I'm tall. Okay, from here, you don't remember, I planned this class last week. Bring the feet wide, about mat's width distance apart, heels point in and toes point up. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. As you exhale, sink into the hips, bring hands to heart center, Malasana, yogi squat, or garland pose. Press the arms into the legs and the legs back into the arms to lift the heart, really stretch into the hips. Then from here, bring the left arm down and in front of the left foot. Reach the right arm up on an inhale. Spin that heart open and roll the shoulder blades down the back. Exhale, come back through center. Reach the right hand down in front of the right foot. Inhale the left arm up overhead. Spin that heart open and roll the shoulder blades down the back. Then from here, bring both hands back down to center and keep your feet like kind of turned out like they are, but step the left foot way back behind you. Making your way into your lizard pose, lower the left knee down. Maybe you can have the toes tucked under or untucked, whatever feels best in your body. Make sure the right knee is tracking right above the right ankle and toes are pointing in the same direction as your knee. If your knee is coming past your ankle, you can take your hand and just step your foot further forward, taking a wider stance. So keeping the hands towards the inside of that front foot, take an inhale to lift the heart, and then exhale, maybe lower down to the forearms. You can stay up on the palms if you need, or bring blocks underneath the palms, or blocks underneath the forearms, or a pillow, whatever props you have, whatever you're working with. Try to lift through the heart. Try not to round through that upper back too much, and squeeze that right knee in towards the right shoulder. Then on your next inhale, if you're on the forearms, come back up to the palms. Lift the heart. Exhale, shift the hips back, fold to the inside of your front leg. Lift the right toes up off the earth, flexing through the toes. Try to lead with the heart, and having a nice long spine. And you can always have blocks underneath the hands if you need, or pillows or whatever you're using. On your next inhale, bend through the front knee, lift the heart. The next inhale, reach the right arm up overhead, plant through the left palm. Then as you exhale, wrap that right arm around the front leg and look over your left shoulder. Inhale, extend it back up. Exhale, wrap it around, look over left shoulder. One last time, inhale up. Exhale, wrap it around. Inhale, reach the right arm up. You can stay right here or bend through the back knee and reach back for your back foot with your right hand. Wherever you're at, spin the heart open and roll the shoulder blades down the back. Exhale, carefully release that back foot if you have it. Then bring both hands back to the inside of your front foot. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, and then start to walk the hands to the left side of your mat. Spin both feet towards the left side, going into your wide-legged forward fold. Keep the heart lifted. Plant the left palm down and reach the right arm up overhead on an inhale. Breathe into the belly. Try to make sure the hips are nice and square. Exhale, replace the right hand down and reach the left arm up towards the sky on an inhale. And then from here, walk the hands back towards the front edge of the mat. Bring both hands to frame the front foot. Then hug that front foot in and shoot it up and back to your three-legged dog. Bend that right knee, open up your hip. Maybe do a couple leg circles to really get into that hip joint. And then when you're ready, straighten that back leg, square off the hips, take an inhale. As you exhale, cross that right knee under towards the left elbow. Inhale, extend it back. Exhale, cross it under. Inhale, extend it back. Exhale, cross it under. Stay here, maybe kick that right foot out. Ground through the back heel and inhale the left arm up towards the sky. Exhale, lower it back down. Hug that right knee in and shoot it up and back to your three-legged dog. You can keep the right leg lifted or lower it and move through your vinyasa. So inhale to plank, exhale, lower. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, hips lift, downward facing dog. Take a couple deep breaths here. And then when you're ready, you can bend the knees, look forward, and either step or lightly hop the feet to the outside of the hands. Back into your Malasana, yogi squat. Press the arms into the legs and the legs back into the arms. From here, bring the left hand down and in front of the left foot. Right arm reaches up overhead. You can stay right here or maybe wrap that right arm behind the low back. You can stay right here or maybe wrap the left arm around to meet the right, around that left leg. Spin the heart open, shoulder blades roll down the back. Keep pressing that right knee out towards the right. Exhale, release the bind if you took it. And then bring the right hand down in front of the right foot. Inhale the left arm up towards the sky. Stay here or wrap the left arm behind the low back, coming into your half bind. You can stay here or reach that right arm around the right leg to clasp or reach for the other hand. Inhale the left, spin the heart open, shoulder blades roll down the back. And you can always have a strap or a towel in between the hands if you can't quite reach them yet. Exhale, release everything down. Bring both hands in the middle between your feet. And then step the right foot back behind you, coming into your lizard on the other side. Lower the back knee. Make sure the left knee is right above your left ankle. You can pad the knee, the back knee if you'd like. Then from here, you can either stay up on the palms or start to lower down onto the forearms. Or either have blocks or pillows or something underneath the hands or under the forearms. Try to lift that heart space up. Nice long spine. And then on your next inhale, come back up onto the palms if you're not there already. Inhale to lift the heart. Exhale, shift the hips back, fold to the inside of that left leg. Left toes point up towards the sky. Your left leg doesn't have to be perfectly straight. We'll work towards straightening that leg. So if you have tired hamstrings, it's okay if you have a bend in the knee. On your next inhale, bend through the front knee, lift the heart. Plant the right hand down. Inhale the left arm up towards the sky. As you exhale, wrap the left arm around the left knee, look over the right shoulder. Inhale, extend it up. Exhale, wrap it around. Inhale, extend it up. Exhale, wrap it around. Inhale, extend it up. And then stay here or bend through the back knee and reach for your back foot or ankle. Really reach that heart open. Shoulder blades roll down the back. Carefully release that back foot if you had it. Bring both hands down to the inside of the front foot. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, and walk the hands to the right side of the mat, spinning both feet forward into your wide-legged forward fold. Both feet are parallel, and from here, inhale, reach the right arm up towards the sky. You can stay here, or maybe you start to walk the left hand towards the right foot. Nope, other way, sorry. Yeah. Keep spinning the heart open. Exhale to come back through center and switch sides. Inhale the left arm up. Maybe stay here, or maybe walk the left hand over towards, the right hand over towards the left foot. Exhale to come back through center. Both hands come down, and then walk both hands to frame the front foot. Both feet point forward into your lunge. Hug the left foot in, and then shoot it up and back to your three-legged dog. Bend the knee, open up the hip, maybe do a couple leg circles in both directions. And then when you're ready, straighten that leg, square off the hips, take an inhale. As you exhale, bring left knee underneath towards right elbow. Inhale, extend it back. Exhale, cross it under, pull the belly in. Inhale, extend it back. Exhale, cross it under, maybe hold here, maybe kick that left foot out towards the right. Lower it down, ground through the back heel. Inhale the right arm up. Lift the hips, lift the heart. Fallen triangle. Then bring the right hand back down, hug the left knee in and shoot it up and back, three-legged dog. You can keep the left leg lifted or lower it down and move through your vinyasa. Inhale to plank, exhale chaturanga, inhale upward dog or cobra, exhale hips lift, downward facing dog. Then bend through the knees. When you're ready, look forward. Either step or lightly hop to the top of your mat. Exhale to fold over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Find length in the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Arms reach up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. From here, you can depending on how you like to do your chair pose, you can either keep the feet hips width distance apart or bring the big toes to touch, maybe a slight space in between the heels. On an inhale, reach the arms up overhead, palms face one another. As you exhale, sink into the hips into your Utkatasana chair pose. If your legs are together, the knees are squeezing in towards one another. But if they're apart, you want to keep that space in between the legs. So maybe place a block in between them. Inhale, lift that heart up. As you exhale, bring hands to heart center. Take one more inhale to find length. And then as you exhale, twist to the right. Hook the left elbow onto the outside of the right leg. Make sure the knees are nice and square. If you take a peek down at them, they're in line with one another. Then look over that right shoulder. From here, you can bring the gaze back down towards the ground. Ground through the right foot, keep it there, and then reach the left foot way back behind you, coming into your twisted lunge. It's okay if you lose balance. It's a hard balancing pose. Keep pressing the hands towards one another. Maybe look over that right shoulder. And then from here, reach the right arm up and use it to guide you all the way up to stand in an open arm twist. Then from here, reach the right arm down the left leg, left arm overhead, and you revolve reverse warrior. Keeps pulling everything in towards the midline. And then from here, bring the hands to frame the front foot, Step the left foot in about halfway, I would say. And ground through that back heel, but spin those back toes in as much as you can so you can square off the hips. And then straighten the front leg. On an inhale, reach the right arm up towards the sky in your revolved triangle. You can always have a block underneath the hand, or your hand can be anywhere on your front leg. To challenge your balance a little more, you could also bring the left hand to the outside of the right foot, but you don't have to. And then from here, walk the left hand slightly forward in front of the right foot and step that left foot up about hip height into your revolved half moon. Once again, you can always have a block or something underneath your left hand to give yourself a little height. And then from here, bring both hands down at the top of your mat. Reach that left foot up a little higher. Fold over the right leg, standing splits. Try to keep the hips nice and square. Left toes point down as you flex them. And then exhale to step the left foot to meet the right in your forward fold. Then from here, sink the hips down, lift the heart up, Utkatasana chair pose. Take an inhale to find length, and then exhale, bring hands to heart center. Inhale, find length, exhale, twist to the left. Press the right elbow into the outside of the left leg. Look over the left shoulder. Maybe look down towards the left foot as you ground through the left foot and step the right foot way back behind you, coming into your high twisted lunge. Then from here, you can start to open the arms up and then use that left arm to guide you up to stand into your open arm twist. Then reach the left arm down the right leg, right arm up overhead, revolve reverse warrior. Squeeze everything in towards the midline. Exhale, bring both hands down to frame the front foot. Step the back foot in about halfway. Turn the toes in and the heel so your hips are nice and square, and then straighten that front leg. From here, plant the right hand down and inhale the left arm up towards the sky. Remember that right hand can either be somewhere on the leg or on a block or pillows or books, whatever you're using. If you'd like to challenge your balance more, you can step the right hand to the outside of the left foot. And then from here, step the right hand forward about 6 to 12 inches. Lift the right foot up about hip height. Flex through the toes. Inhale, spin the heart up towards the sky. Remember, you can always have something underneath the right hand. Exhale to bring the left hand down. Reach that right foot up. Fold over the left leg, standing splits. Then exhale, bring both feet together. Fold. Inhale, halfway lift, bend into the knees. So sink down your hips down and inhale, lift the heart up. Utkatasana, chair pose. Squeeze the legs towards one another, lengthen the tailbone back. Then on your next inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, hands to heart center. From here, inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, hinge from the hips, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, find length in the spine. Exhale, fold, plant the palms, and step back. You can either step or lightly hop back to your plank or chaturanga. Inhale, upward or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Then from here, lower the knees to the mat. Big toes touch. Knees can either be wide or together. Sink the hips back into your child's pose. Arms can reach out in front of you, or maybe they come down by the sides to give your shoulders a little rest. Let the breath slow down a little bit, the heartbeat slow down. Feel the body start to cool down. Then if you have your hands back by your feet, reach them out long in front of you. Come up onto the fingertips and lift the heart up. And then as you exhale, take the left hand and thread it underneath the right. Lay the head back down. You can always use props here underneath the upper body or head for if you can't reach your head down, if it's uncomfortable for you. On your next inhale, reach the left arm forward and switch sides. Right arm comes underneath the left. Lower your head back down. Reach the hips back. Twisted child's pose. Inhale to come back through center. Walk the hands back in towards the midline of the body, so you're sitting up on the heels. And then you can just move the hips off to one side and reach the legs out long in front of you. I'll do this 1, 2. All right, flex through the feet, sit up nice and tall, maybe bring the hands down by the sides. You can use your hands to remove the flesh out from underneath you. Take an inhale. As you exhale, fold forward over the legs. Really send the breath into the back of the legs to help open them up and release tension. Inhale, lift your heart back up. And then we're going to bend the right knee so it's right next to the left leg. From here, inhale or reach the right hand back behind you. Inhale the left arm up towards the sky. Exhale, twist to the right, either wrapping the left arm around the right leg or hooking the left elbow to the outside of the right leg. Gaze can be straight out to the right or back over the right shoulder. Inhale to find length. Exhale to deepen the twist. Inhale to come back through center. And then from here, let's reach the arms up overhead. Either exhale, reach forward towards the left leg. You can stay right here, or maybe start to wrap the right arm around the right leg. Left arm wraps back to meet the right. Or you can also have a towel or strap in between your hands. Here I have a towel to demonstrate. It has catacords on it. Really reach the forehead towards the knee. Inhale, reach the heart up, release the bind if you took it. And then we'll switch sides. So reach the right leg out long, left knee bends. Left hand comes behind you. Inhale the right arm up towards the sky. Find length. Exhale, twist to the left, either wrapping the right arm around the left knee or hooking the right elbow. Gaze can be straight out towards the left side or back behind you over the left shoulder, as long as that feels okay on your neck. Make sure this right leg is nice and engaged, toes are flexed. Inhale, find length. Exhale allows you to twist a little deeper. Inhale to come back through center. Reach both arms up towards the sky, and then exhale, fold over the right leg, either reaching for that right foot, or maybe you start to wrap the left arm around the left knee, left leg, right hand wraps behind the low back, forehead comes down towards the knee. Hands either clasp one another or clasp a towel or strap. Inhale, reach the heart up, release the bind if you took it. And then from here, we're going to face the long edge of the mat. You can always place something underneath the sit bones if you have a hard time sitting up tall. So feet are nice and wide, sit up nice and tall, flex the toes up towards the sky. Inhale to find length. As you exhale, bring the right arm down the right leg. Left arm comes overhead. Spin that heart open. You can keep the right arm here, or I like to bring it down towards the other side. Kind of gives me like a little assist and helps me twist a little deeper. Inhale to come up through center. Both arms can reach up overhead. Exhale, left arm down the left leg. Right arm overhead. Left hand can stay here or reach down towards the right side. Just keep spinning the heart open so don't collapse downward. You really want to reach that up. Inhale to come back through center. And then exhale, let's fold to the middle. Even though I didn't have that in here, but it feels really good right now. Toes are reaching up towards the sky. Try to fold, leading with the heart until you can't keep a long spine, and then just let it round. Inhale, roll up to center. Bring the hands to the outer thighs to help you bring the legs back towards one another slowly. And then facing the top of your mat, bring the feet underneath the knees. Sit up nice and tall. Bring the hands out in front of you. Pull the belly in and slowly, slowly roll down. One vertebra at a time. Coming all the way down to the back. Bring the hands to interlace behind the neck. Bring the knees to about a 90-degree angle. Really keep pressing that belly in towards the ground so that when you try to stick your hand underneath, you can't. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, twist to the right. Bring left elbow towards right knee. Lengthen the left leg. Inhale through center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Center, twist. Nice and slow. Keep pulling the belly in towards the spine. Keep the chin lifted off the chest. Really twist from the belly. So try to keep those elbows nice and wide. Remember to breathe. Maybe speed it up a little bit. Keep pulling the belly in. Couple more breaths. And add a little bit of core work. Because technically that's the belly. It's cleansing. Almost there. And release everything down. Bring the feet underneath the knees. And rest here for a moment. And then I forgot what we did. Oh yeah. Then from here, plant through the feet. Maybe walk the heels in a little bit so you can brush the backs of the heels. Press into the palms. And try not to look from side to side here, so it's bad for your neck. So if you need to watch first, then that's fine. Inhale, lift the hips up. I'm just going to do it with one leg. Squeeze the knees in towards one another so they don't splay out to the sides. Maybe interlace the hands behind the low back. Keep the gaze straight up at the sky. One more deep breath here. And then exhale, release the hands. If you clasp them, slowly lower down, upper back, middle back, lower back. And then from here, cross right ankle over left thigh. Press that right knee out. You can stay right here. Or maybe bend the knees in towards you. Thread right arm through, either interlace the hands behind the left thigh or in front of the left shin. Lengthen the tailbone down. Keep flexing through the right toes to protect the knee and ankle joint. Maybe use the right elbow to gently press that right knee out a little bit for a deeper stretch. And then from here, keeping this shape with your legs, but you're going to remove the arms. Bring the arms out to a T or cactus shape. Palms face up towards the sky. Take an inhale. As you exhale, gently let the legs fall over to the left side. Press that right knee upward. You can even use your hand to help you, or maybe clasp that left hand around the right foot. Gaze can be straight up or over the right shoulder, whatever feels best in your body. Breathe into the belly. Inhale to bring the legs back through center, and then we'll switch sides. So cross left ankle over right thigh. I can't really do that right now. So cross the left ankle over right thigh, really flex through the left toes, press the left knee out, either stay right here or bring the knees in, thread the left arm through, interlace the hands either behind the right thigh or in front of the right shin. Lengthen the tailbone down. Maybe use that left elbow to gently nudge the left knee a little further out to deepen the stretch. Then from here, keep this shape with your legs, but bring the arms to a T or cactus shape. Take an inhale. As you exhale, let the legs gently fall to the right side. Press that left knee upward, maybe clasp that left foot with the right hand. Gaze can be straight up at the ceiling or over the left shoulder. Breathe into the belly. Inhale to bring the legs back through center. Give yourself one last big hug. Squeeze the knees in towards the forehead. Pull everything in towards the midline. Take an inhale. Exhale through the mouth. Release everything down onto the earth. Legs come out long in front of you. Arms down by the sides. Shoulder blades snuggle underneath the back. The chin tucks slightly so the back of the neck is long. And then relax everything. Really allow the entire weight of your body to sink into the earth. Let the earth hold you. Let the eyes close. Make sure the face is relaxed. So relax the forehead. Relax the jaw. Relax the tongue away from the roof of the mouth. Let the eyes sink deep into their sockets. And relax the neck. Relax the shoulders, the upper arms, the lower arms. the hands and each and every finger. Relax the belly. Relax the hips. Relax the thighs. Relax the lower legs, the feet, and every single toe. Let the breath return to its normal, natural state, releasing any breath control. Still letting go of any thoughts that come to mind. Allowing yourself to be present in your Shavasana. Allowing the benefits from today's class to really soak into the body and mind like a sponge. Shavasana. If you'd like to stay in your Shavasana longer, you're welcome to do so. But if you're ready to come out, start by deepening the breath. Wiggle the fingers and toes. And circle the ankles and wrists. Rock the head from side to side. Then reach the arms up overhead. Squeeze the legs towards one another. Reach them out long in front of you. Hug the knees into the chest and carefully roll over onto one side. Rest here for a moment. And then whenever you're ready, try to keep the eyes closed or a soft gaze and carefully make your way into a comfortable cross-legged seat at the top of your mat. Sit up nice and tall, taller than you have all day. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead, palms touch at the top. Exhale through the mouth, hands come to heart center. Bow the chin towards the heart. Take a moment to thank yourself for carving this time out of your day to practice yoga, to do something good for the body. And I thank you for joining me. I'm going to end today with a quote from Claudette Colvin, a civil rights activist. She also was a Virgo. Her birthday was September 5th, 1939. I knew then, and I know now, when it comes to justice, there is no easy way to get it. Bring the thumb knuckles up to the third eye space. Namaste. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Hope you had a good class. Please follow Crux on Instagram and Facebook. I know I haven't been there in a while. If you're wondering what they are, they're a really awesome chiropractor office in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I normally teach there, but I'm unable to get there because of my knee. So hopefully I'll be back there when this is all over with. But yeah, please join me the rest of the week. Thursday, Yin and Yang at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Saturday, Energizing Vinyasa at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Also, give me any suggestions that you'd like for classes, anything you want to do, whether it's physically, mentally, please let me know and I can incorporate them into my classes. This week, I will also be donating any money made to classes to the Milwaukee Freedom Fund. So if you can, please donate. Thank you. Have a good night.